All right, so at this point in the video, I'm going to go freestyle on the audio narration. If you don't know who I am and you just stumbled across this video on YouTube, you're probably saying this is the worst video I've ever seen in my life. And you wouldn't be wrong. This is the second video I've ever made, and the editing software is really kind of kicking my butt a little bit. But what I'm getting at here is the mistakes that I make. I'll own every single one of my mistakes. It's not too humbling of me to say that there were a lot of mistakes made here, and not just in the editing portion, but in the actual video taking itself. As I started this journey, I kind of told myself, all right, these YouTube guys, it doesn't look too difficult what they're doing. And then I started setting up a camera and a second camera, and over the summer I realized the cameras I had were just baking in the sun and turning themselves off, overheating. So figuring out ways to overcome that. You can see some of the angles that I was using, like right here, for example. My camera is inside the garage, and the car is not inside the garage. Thank you, Volkswagen Project Frame, that's taking up half of my garage here. But I did invest in a camera that is white in color, so it's not going to absorb those sun's rays and that heat that comes with it. So that's another option that I have at my disposal to get some better video along the way. As well, the editing, like I said, the music placement, all these things are going to improve with time. So while I'm busy just kind of getting the video content, figuring out camera angles, what's going to work best, and then going through some of my audio libraries and whatnot, you'll see some improvement along the way. For example, this shot right here, this is a great one. It really looks like I'm working with absolutely no light. But in real time, I had just enough light to work with there, and this video was taken before I had my garage redone with brand new floors and more lighting. But in all honesty, if there's any other detailers watching this right now, they're probably saying, "You dipshit, you should have a hell of a lot more light there." Believe it or not, I had plenty of light while I'm doing my polishing part right here. Also, what I didn't realize is some of the video you noticed was in warp speed. That was my GoPro. Didn't realize my settings, whereas everything else that you're seeing here is in real time. Now this portion right here, and I'll talk about it because I really did not capture any video of the ceramic coating that I had put on the paint. Again, another mess up on my part for not capturing video or not realizing my camera wasn't turned on. What I'm doing here is applying a ceramic coating to the textured trim around a vehicle, and I tell you what, this is one of my favorite products. It's one of my favorite services. As you can see on the tailgate there, where I left off on the edge, and what I'm doing on top of that trim, you'll see that bumper trim just transform. When it dries and when it cures within an hour, not only is it rock solid and protectant from the UV rays, but it leaves that beautiful gloss finish. I love it. It really does do a fantastic job of framing the vehicle, making it just it pops. When the rest of your car might be a little bit dirty because it's time for a maintenance wash, that stuff really pops. And I put it on all of the textured trim around the vehicle. You can see me here doing the mirror and all that trim down on the rocker panels and around the wheel wells and the front and rear bumper. This stuff is amazing, and I've had it on my truck now for over 2 years. There's still no fade. Great product. But anyway, I'm going to stop talking on this one, get back to another loud and insane music clip for you guys. No, I'm not going to stop talking. Here's another one. The tool that I'm using here, a tornador. Now this vehicle did have a whole lot of pet hair, and it was short dog hair, kind of like porcupine quills that really stick into that carpet. Depending on the quality of your carpet is going to determine how easy it is to get some of that stuff out. So the tornador here does a really good job of dislodging a lot of the dirt, a lot of that pet hair, and a lot of the dust that's settled before I go in for the wipe down and the cleaning and the vacuuming and everything. My vacuum tips, which I also did not get any good video of the vacuuming portion here, but I do have special vacuum tips to assist with all that pet hair. I will admit, on this vehicle, I did not get 100% of the pet hair out. It bothered me, but I also know when I have to stop, when I have to say when. But I would say I got a good 95 to 98% of the pet hair out. It is what it is. It's just like chasing a stain. You could, spend an hour on one stain or realize that that stain is there. It was meant to be. You got to move on. From here, I move into the back of the vehicle, into the cargo area. And you'll notice on the back side of those rear seats right here, that pet hair is really, really terrible to remove just because of the quality of that carpeting on the back of that seat. I really did spend a lot of time with getting that pet hair off, but I did get it almost all of it off there. Otherwise, the back of the vehicle was pretty easy to take care of. Hey guys, thanks for watching. If I've earned it, I'd love your subscription. Leave your questions, comments, jokes, recipes, and suggestions below, and don't forget to smash that thumbs down button.